Hey guys, John and Jock from Balo Marine, and today we're out on Jubilee's mooring boat, and there I am. So today we're actually out with the guys learning a bit about moorings, and it's probably pretty important that everyone understands how the moorings work and what goes into servicing them. So we're going to be learning a bit from the professionals, and this is going to be great to put everyone at peace with the idea of leaving a boat on a mooring. I know I've been nervous about it ever since my little ordeal. But today we're in Sydney Harbour, so let's see what they do with moorings and how they service them and what we need to look out for as boat owners. So let's get stuck in, guys.
Yeah, should be a good day.
Iluka is the workboat operated by Ben Werry from Jubilee Marine. Jubilee have been working on the harbour for 40 years. Ben and Nathan Hollands are the best names in the business. Here we are in Drummoyne Bay. We've got a mooring number and we know it's a 27-foot yacht, so it's just a matter of looking around until we find it. Both these guys are highly skilled and very good at what they do. So this is the boat. Nathan jumps on and secures the vessel alongside the mooring boat. It's a perfect day for mooring services. There's not a breath of wind. Once the mooring is off the bottom, both boats are just floating around. So the conditions play a big part. Once the vessel is secured alongside, it is released from its mooring, and that line will then be taken aboard by Iluka and tied to the winch drum line. It's brought in slowly, and Nathan cleans the line of any barnacles or other junk. They use a special garden tool they've modified. I don't know, there's something about boats and hose. When that line completely takes the load, they know they're directly over the mooring, and a small location buoy is placed.
What that marker is there is just a
That's your location one, eh?
just a counterweighted buoy, so that it stays plumb over
Okay.
where the actual rod is. We winch it up until we get tension, so we know that the block's right under us. Then we deploy that. Once we're up at these ferries, wash the liquid out. Safety. Oh yeah. So because it's so thin, we've got to just take little bites link by link. So we'll take it off the winch drum, run the winch line down lower than our point that we just secured it to, and then just take it up just with safeties bit by bit. There is a possibility that this one might break.
So bit by bit they brought it up using different ropes and slings. As it revealed itself, the chain seemed to get in much better condition, so the tension and drama was over.
Oh yeah. Chain's good there. Feet good. Yeah, it's all good.
Once the block's up and secure, anything that needs replacing is replace. Old chain or splices are cut off, chafe gear, things like that. It's all changed if needed to be. I'll just let all this play out and you can see what goes on. If you've got any questions, just ask in the comments.
All in all, you can see that when this was set all those years ago, the wear is just consistent throughout the whole chain.
Yeah.
So
That's
so
good then.
So that's what saved him. You know, if he hadn't have, if you know, if had that done the way it is now, this would have broken years ago.
As well as being the fastest splicer in the land, amongst his many skills, Nathan just got back from Italy, where he dominated for Australia in the Inline Hockey World Cup. Once Ben was able to get back on the helm, he started bringing the boat back up towards the location of its mooring.
We came in on this angle, so we just straight ahead of it. Yep.
Once the moorings dropped, the vessel's secure back in its position. Bit of a tidy up, everything made ship shape again, and I asked Ben a little bit about the chain and the wear on that one.
This is our bin pile, so you can get electrolysis in the chain.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if you're next to a submarine cable, or if you've got lazy neighbours that just dispose of their batteries improperly, or you can just get mechanical abrasion. You know, here's an example where it's just nice and smooth.
Yeah.
That's just it wearing on itself. You know, that's just probably from up the Parramatta River somewhere. Nice and silky smooth mud. Minimal wear. But yeah, the composition of the seabed makes a big difference as well.
Yeah, right.
Now that's the ground chain, so that's the larger chain that adds to the catenary of the block, and you know, that might have started its life off as, you know, 28, 32 mil, and it's just down to nothing. Your wear chain to top rope connection. So ideally in Sydney Harbour we've got 2 metres of tide. On the seabed would have high tide condition. So this is 2 metres. Well, I don't think my arm goes up that much. Say this is 2 metres. We're coming down, we're jingling, ferries are going past, stink boats are going past, tide's dropping, that wear chain every 6 hours is wearing out. We get to low tide. Now ideally we should have, you know, say half a metre off the seabed. We cut our wear chain lengths at 3 metres, which allows for peak tides. Basically, we should have half a metre off the seabed at all times. What happens sometimes, if you've got too much top rope out, this might be a high tide condition. And then we go down 2 metres, and then it gets to low tide. This happens, and then we go up 2 metres. This happens. And we go down 2 metres. What happens is you're just wearing this first, say, metre, for example. But sometimes you have really bad condition, similar to what we've seen earlier, where there's that much top rope out, but this is high tide. So it's going low tide, high tide, low tide, high tide. So all that wear is just concentrated just on this joining shackle. What we do is we splice directly into our wear chain, so we alleviate this shackle connection altogether. But you know, different vessel sizes, different arrangements. With most of our small stuff under 35 foot in vessel size, we just splice straight into the rope. So you alleviate that shackle altogether. Eventually, the seabed will just got more patience than we do, and it'll just try every combination it can, and it'll get that pin out. You'll see it's even walking it out as we speak, just jingling it there. But yeah, so that's basically why we how we set the depth for our wear chain to try and get the most out of our customers' legs.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay. So this is our little shop of horrors. This is an example of what can go wrong. So basically, this is where electrolysis has gotten into the weld on the shackle. Sorry, on the link, and it's just buckled open under its own weight. You know, that's just leaving it too long. You know, we're down to millimeters. You know, here's an example where the electrolysis has gotten into the thread form.
Yeah.
And actually eaten the thread out. Same here. You can see where it's just there's no thread whatsoever in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a whole bunch of reasons to check your mooring. You know, it's not just a set and forget. These things do require maintenance and checking. It's a cheap alternative to the
mooring that's looked after and it's been well laid will last for a long time. Pretty straightforward operation in a situation like this. They just pull it up, any chafe gear that needs to be replaced will be. The shackles are rattled and the chain's inspected. Best knife for cutting rope is the bread knife. Pull off the occasional snack as well.
All done.
Alright, they're just getting the boat positioned, ready to drop. Looking very close now. Nathan has extremely powerful vision and can see the bottom.
5, 4, 3, 2, are you
Okay guys, we've just got back onto Jock's boat now. We've just finished on our Luca. The guys from Jubilee, they did a great job teaching us all about moorings, and hopefully it's going to teach you guys as well. But there's a lot of lessons to be learnt in this video, and the main thing is keep up to date on your maintenance. Otherwise you're going to have a disaster like I did, and that's something we don't want. But make sure that you're getting your moorings serviced by professionals and proper mooring contractors rather. That way you're going to be safe, and that way your boat's going to be safe. That's the main thing. We want to make sure that nothing happens to our boat and our boat doesn't damage anyone else's boats. So yeah, that's basically the big thing to take away from this. But the guys from Jubilee, they really were helpful, and they did a great job out there, and we were lucky enough to get footage of some of the really good moorings that just need an inspection, and some ones that were at the end of their life. Chains had to be changed, things like that. So there is a lot to take away from this video, and it is a really important one. We can't stress that enough. So guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you found this video useful, please give us a like, subscribe, comment, do all sorts of things. It really helps us out. Don't forget to share it as well. Even with people that don't have boats, they might find it interesting. They might just think we're idiots, but it's all part of it.
For sure.
I mean, he is an idiot. But no, thanks for watching, guys, and we really hope you enjoyed this. So catch us in the next video.
Yeah. Bye fellas. See you.
Yeah.